Ruben, Brooklyn, line 1, New York. Brooklyn, New York. Ruben, you're live in Mamdani's Army.
So I'm going to encourage you, John, don't lose hope, man. We need your voice out there. You got to stick into the fight. The other thing is, you got to have to blame Trump, because I don't know what it is about him by picking these AGs. First it was Jeff Sessions. Now we have a 2.0 Jeff Sessions with Pam Bondi. And it's not happening. He says, well, we'll do the Insurrection Act, but then nothing happens. So he's losing somewhat credibility. It's so interesting how he can go into Venezuela with the operation that he did in a moment's notice, take this guy out, but we can't take care of our own problems at home that quick. And I don't understand why. I think maybe Trump is scared that if he does this, it's just going to hurt me legally. Am I going to jeopardize my presidency? I don't know. But he's got to do something in that state, because now you have New York, you have California, and California's even bigger. Now you have New York, what you said about, this guy paid 4,000 volunteers to cause a problem so he doesn't get his way. So I don't know. But I still believe in Trump. Got to believe in the guy. Got to believe in the patriots that believe in this country. You got to have faith, because, it's almost like we're starting all over again. It's not like you're burning one fire. You got to burn over 1,000 fires to contain it. Then you rebuild. But at this point now, Trump needs to do the Insurrection Act. And if he's listening to this call, or the many calls that have been calling in, or someone's listening in the administration, please just do it. You have the backing of the American people. John, we need you, man. Just keep it up, man. Just like the War Room Posse, you got to keep it in the fight. You got people, stay in the fight. Don't lose hope. Have faith in God, because He's our only hope. Take care, brother.
Well, thank you, Ruben, in Brooklyn, New York. The first thing we have to do is come to grips with the fact that we are in the midst of a communist takeover of the United States government. Until we come to grips with this, you're never going to get anything done the right way. We got to take this seriously. We have a Marxist, communist, Islamist jihadist running the financial capital of the world, assembling an army of paid activists to be deployed at any given moment, on any given day, for any given cause, at any given time. And we just don't want to come to grips with this. We have Democrat senators serving the body from Minnesota, Tina Smith and Amy Klobuchar, and their Congresswoman Elaine Omar, trying to push through $1.5 million for an obvious scam in Minneapolis, giving $1 million to a Somalia outreach group with the guy has an office over a restaurant, a Somali restaurant. And the other office is in some guy's home. $1 million gone until we stopped it. This goes on and on and on. Why no one is held accountable? And so therein lies the deep-rooted frustration that MAGA is starting to get. And then, it goes deeper than that, guys. Then you got J.D. Vance running around every day with the tech bros. More oligarchs. The hell are they doing? These guys will turn on you the minute the wind blows the other way and their cash comes in another direction. These guys will turn on you so fast your head will spin like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. I mean, that's where we're going now post Trump, tech bros, the same guys that censored us for years, now all of a sudden they're our friends today. So they can make more money today. Insurrection Act, yes. So now we hear Trump has mobilized 1,500 troops. Don't mobilize them, send them in. Make a statement. Send them in today. Do something. I mean, we watch this thing unraveling in Minneapolis. It's incredible. Now I'm here in D.C. There were protests over the weekend by the White House, Iranian protesters about, get rid of Khomeini. It was very peaceful. That's great. I have no problem with that. Maybe there was a protest for ICE. I didn't see it by my house. But there's nothing going on here. It's all Minneapolis, and it's going to turn into looting and everything else. All you got to do, you say you're going to do the Insurrection Act, you do it one time, you do it one time. That's the end of this. It's never going to happen again. Let them sue. Who cares what they do? In fact, arrest the mayor and the governor. Just arrest them. Indict them and arrest them. Perp walk them until you get to the bottom of this fraud, which is my money and your money. It's not Minnesota's money, it's our money that they're just stealing us blind. It's how stupid we are. And they're laughing their ass off at us like the schmucks we are. Let's get to Rob in New York. We got a lot of lively callers today. Rob, we got the New York connection going, baby. You and New Jersey and Brooklyn, we got it all.
Yeah, Brooklyn, New York, as they used to say, top of the food chain. I was born there, so good place.
Quick sidebar. May I?
Go ahead.
Sidebar. Has nothing to do with anything. Wilbur Wood died last night. If you don't know who Wilbur Wood is, knuckleball pitcher, Chicago White Sox. The last pitcher in Major League Baseball to start both games of a doubleheader with the White Sox. Won both games against the Yankees. Of course, I was in northern New Jersey. That's where I grew up, so the Yankees were on TV. My father bet the White Sox in both games, won both bets. R.I.P. Wilbur Wood. R.I.P. baby. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. The last guy to pitch 9 innings, 18 innings, both games of a doubleheader, won both games. All right, go ahead, man.
Hey, John, great callers this morning, all across, the usual early morning crowd here. But I don't know where to go. I mean, maybe we can petition the Webster Dictionary to put pathetic, change the definition to Republican Party. I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, you look at this stuff, these are smoking gun evidence, and the DOJ does nothing. Yesterday, I had Sirius on because, I cut the cable a long time, so I'm listening to Sirius XM, and Maria Bartiromo and Jim Jordan comes on. I just walked away, went in the other room to do something. All these guys do is write letters, post to X, go on Fox. Nothing gets done. Democrats,
but Rob, they
manufacture evidence.
They write strongly worded letters.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that part. But these guys, the Democrats, and I remind my Republican friends, I said, you make fun of Nancy Pelosi. I said, but with all of her Botox and vodka swirling around her body, she politically bench pressed Republicans repeatedly, kicked their asses in. They manufactured evidence. They twisted and turned stuff. You get convictions. They get indictments. I mean, Peter Navarro and Steve Bannon went to jail for a few months for not showing up for a BS subpoena. Clintons, they just gave it the New Jersey salute. Nothing happens. Nothing will happen to them. Nothing, as you said, will happen to Fry. And I remember that case in Missouri that you were talking about this morning, the McCloskeys. I mean, their life got turned upside down. Where the hell was where the hell was ICE, or the FBI, or anyone, ATF? You can't just sit there, threatening, with a long gun like that. And you have videos being made. These guys are so bold, mocking ICE and warning ICE that we'll come after your families. That's incredible. If a Republican broke wind close to a BLM protest, he'd get arrested. If we had grandmas hanging out outside the Capitol, that the FBI hunted them down. And what's our response? We have guys like Massey and then MTG and a few others. They forced this whole stupid thing with Epstein. So how many lawyers are working on that case? Redacting those files for public release. They're wasting valuable time. I don't care about a dead pedophile anymore. I care about watching my country unraveling before my eyes. And I think most of your listeners think that way too, because you could tell by the calls. It was a very somber call listening to John in New Jersey. I like his insights a lot of times. I'm with him on that. Pam Bondi's been terrible. You're in a year. Which meaningful person has been arrested and prosecuted? Nothing. You guys bungle the cases with Comey and big fat Tish there, my AG. Those are slam dunk cases. They have the smoking gun evidence of what these guys did. And we're off on a stupid technicality. Why? Because our illustrious Republican Party in the Senate can't confirm U.S. attorneys. And I don't know what the DOJ did exactly and bungled that thing, but the acting attorney they had over there, off on a technicality.
Clown show. I mean, they're just not getting it done.
I mean,
they're not getting it done. You got to get it done. You got to get a result. I mean, the object of being the head of the Department of Justice is you got to get a result. You're not getting a result, and so you got to really look at what you're doing. A lot of people criticize Kristi Noem, but Kristi Noem is getting results. She's like deporting people, right? Tom Homan is getting results. You got to get results. It's like I'm watching I'm watching the first game yesterday. CJ Stroud, who I'm not a fan of, right? So I had a terrible day, so I bet the Texans plus 3.5, right? So the guy throws 4 interceptions in the first half. 4. And another 4 of his passes were like open guys. He missed them. I mean, the guy's playing scared. He's playing not to lose. He doesn't have any confidence. Go out in the second half, put David Mills in and try to win the goddamn game. Excuse my expression. Try to go out and win the game. Instead of, coach gets out, DeMarcus says, well, he's been there for us all season. We're going to try to get second half. He's got to get his confidence back. Guy threw 4 interceptions in a half of football, threw 3 against Pittsburgh. Guy threw 7 interceptions in a game and a half. In 2 playoff games. Put in Mills. Give your team a chance to win. Texas should have won that game. Nope. They stick with Stroud, throws another interception, another fumble, they lose. You've got to play to win the game. We're not playing to win. Why don't you play to win? Name one thing now Bondi's done. Name one thing that she has done to play to win, Rob. One thing. One.
I can't. I mean, because it's all fluff, and I'm like, you got to get off the thing. Here's another thing, by the way. You want to talk about like how crazy things are. So just as I'm listening to you this morning, I pulled something up off the internet, on social media. So NATO is now apparently the NATO members. They're sending troops, to Greenland. Okay, they send to that, but everyone forgets that NATO sat on their hands when Putin first went into Ukraine and took Crimea in 2014.
Right.